this game moves one step closer to the NBA Finals. Welcome, everybody. TNT NBA tip-off presented by Auto Trader. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal.
The mean streets of Milwaukee is cracking right now.
No, I had him in Toronto. You got to get him live, Shaq. Get him live, Shaq.
Hands up, Milwaukee.
Get him, Shaq.
Hands up, Milwaukee. 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 What? What? Louder. What? 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 Okay, Ernie, the mean streets is ready tonight, Ernie.
No doubt, no doubt.
Boy.
Man.
Hey, Charles.
Yes, sir.
The other night before Game 4, they were begging for a prediction, a guarantee. Do you have any guarantees in mind for Game 5?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Well, let me say this.
Say it.
Listen.
Let me hear it.
Say
Let
it.
me hear it.
Hey.
No,
Say it with your chest.
You're the one with the microphone.
Don't stutter now.
I guarantee the Milwaukee Bucks are going to win tonight. Guarantee.
He folded under pressure, Kenny.
Folded under pressure.
That's
listen.
all he guaranteed the other
Okay,
night before
listen,
Game 4.
I have already picked the Bucks to win this series. I think they're going to win tonight. I don't care who wins. I just want to see 7 games.
They don't. Let's get more on Game 5 in this 2-2 series. Let's check in with Kristen Ledlow, who is courtside. Kristen.
Ernie, despite back-to-back wins for the Raptors, they're doing so behind a couple of stars who are physically struggling. Kyle Lowry addressed his sprained thumb earlier this morning. He was asked if it's feeling better. No. He was asked if the pain has subsided. No. He says that he knows this is just something that he's going to have to deal with until the season is over. He also had this to say about playing through injury.
It hurts on everything. Everything. Every time I use the hand, it hurts. But it's whatever. At this point, it is what it is. I still got a lot more to give. My thumb being hurt, it is what it is. But other than that, my body feels great. My mind feels strong. So that's an important thing.
But Ernie, as for Kawhi Leonard, there's still no official injury to report. I did, though, ask Coach Nurse how he's feeling. He said that he seems good. He was given the option this morning to skip shoot around, and he chose to participate. So it's something to keep an eye on tonight.
All right, thank you very much, Kristen. And I think we are all of the mind, even though there's nothing definitive released by the Raptors, that Kawhi's not quite right physically.
Well, he's not right physically. You can notice it a couple ways. He's not getting any lift on his three-point shot. He's actually making his mid-range jumper when you don't need as much lift. But every time he tries to explode on a dunk, he grimaces.
Getting tremendous
Yes.
feedback in their ears. Good. I'm not the only one. I'm not losing my mind. So,
Well, we didn't say that.
well, I'm saying that. You know, the Raptors got a lift because a lot of the others played well in Game 4 to even the series. The question now would be, will that travel? And you take a look at first 2 games of the series compared to the next 2 games of the series, opening up on the road and then at home, and the numbers increasing for Norman Powell and Marc Gasol and Serge Ibaka and Fred VanVleet. So the question on everybody's mind is that going to translate into something on the road in Game 5 here, Shaq?
You know, it's all about the confidence and how you play. Listen, everybody's confident at home, but I think if it can travel, they will have a chance. But, Milwaukee's at home now. Their role players have not played well the last 2 games. They're definitely going to be playing well. And, as far as, Kawhi injury go, it's nothing to talk about. He played for the system where they didn't complain. He's not going to complain. He's not talking about it. We shouldn't talk about it.
Well, we keep saying others. And when you play with Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant, you're another. When you play with, Clyde Drexler and Hakeem Olajuwon, you're another. But when it's just Hakeem, like our first year, there is no such thing as another. You're expected to produce, and that's the only way you can win.
Good point.
And you look at Kawhi and you look at Giannis. If those guys don't produce, they lose the game. So there is no other. These guys have to perform at a high level, and they have to figure out a way each night to do something different to contribute.
Meantime, on the Milwaukee side of things, when you look at the three guys who led them in the regular season, Giannis Antetokounmpo and Chris Middleton and Eric Bledsoe, their numbers down from the first 2 rounds of the series here in the East Finals, Chuck.
And listen, I got to call out my boy Eric Bledsoe. I've been saying all year, he's the most important Buck. Because number one, he's the one who pushes the tempo more than anybody else. He's one of the reasons Giannis gets some layups and dunks. Eric Bledsoe's got to play tonight. Eric Bledsoe's from Alabama. He's my homeboy. He's played awful. Tonight, Eric Bledsoe is going. I pick the guy every game. I'm going with Eric Bledsoe tonight. He's the guy I'm saying. And he's got to play well for the Bucks to win. Eric Bledsoe's the guy.
There's certainly been talk on the day off in between games 4 and 5 about potentially Mike Budenholzer changing his starting lineup and putting Malcolm Brogdon back in the starting lineup. He played 64 games this year. He started every one of those, has come off the bench since coming back from injury in the postseason. Would you put Malcolm Brogdon in your starting lineup if you're coaching the Bucks?
I would probably think about it, but I would definitely have him finishing games. I thought at times they had taken him out, even in the double overtime game, they took him out just for the continuity stake. He is the guy who is, as you said, Eric Bledsoe is important, and I agree with that, Chuck. But I think the most stabilizing force in that backcourt, and scoring-wise and defensive-wise, he's stable. I know every night I can get 16 points from this guy. I don't have to get 25, and I might not get 8. I'm going to get 16 every night. So he has to be in at the end of games to make sure that there's continuity.
I would start him because he's a very smart player. Plays the right way, always makes the right call. And I just like how he plays. So if you definitely need a lineup change, he definitely is the guy to go with. But I also agree with you, definitely also needs the end game because he's always going to make that smart play.
And I will add, Jack, we didn't say anything about his suit. This dude is cleaner than the Sunday school teacher on Easter Sunday with Obama in the building. You are like clean today.
I kind of like the Georgia Bulldog flavor to that red and black. That's not bad either.